time. Like, I'm right on time. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Like, today's been going very smoothly. Okay, I've been going right on schedule of the things that I wanted to complete today. Is going smoothly. Okay, so I love that for me. You guys, today's message, whoa. Like when I channeled this, you guys, because I first of all I kept channeling Boston and like Boston Tea Party. I kept seeing Boston Tea Party everywhere. Kept channeling that. Kept channeling about property taxes and all that stuff and taxes. I'm like, okay, God want me to dig into the Boston Tea Party. I'm like, okay, what's with the Boston Tea Party? So I did my little research of like to refresh my memory about the Boston Tea Party. Yes, I learned this when I was a kid in our history books, but like I don't remember every detail, so I had to refresh my memory. But when I did my refresher and I started to channel even more as I'm like writing the timeline of what happened at Boston Tea Party, I started getting channel messages like download after download after download. And what I found out, woo, you guys are gonna be surprised. Like it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm like, what the heck? Like it's God's plan. Like God's plan. Like it's a lot of things that people do not know what happened in our history when it comes to like world history, United States history. Many people do not know what really went down back then. A lot of things was hidden. A lot of things was suppressed. A lot of things was destroyed for us to not know the truth. And God's like, they don't know that everything's already recorded, everything's already written, everything. Like I have a plan the whole time. I was already 100 steps ahead of you. That's really what I got with his channel's message. Like God was 100 steps ahead of mankind. Like, come on, it's God. So I'm like, what the heck? When I channel this, I channel this. Um, Hi Yari, I see you, girl. Thank you so much for the like. Thank you for joining the live. You guys, I'm not gonna pay attention to the chat until I'm done sharing the message, okay? Because when I pay attention, I get distracted. You guys know the drill. So let me find my notes that I've written down before we get started, okay? Right before I get started, let me do a reminder for anyone that's new. On my channel, welcome. I speak the truth. I share the truth to help awaken you, to enlighten you, and to bring clarity, guidance, and confirmation. Okay, how I do that? I bring channel messages to you guys, and I decode messages that you guys are not aware of is coded. Okay, I decode it to help you guys be aware of it, to be awakened to the truth. However, when it comes to truth, it's uncomfortable to people. It's very uncomfortable, especially if it goes against everything that you believed in. In my channel, I don't care. I will only speak truth and report the truth. I will not come in here and try to make you feel good and tell you what you want to hear. On my channel, you're going to receive truth. That's it. Okay? And I'm not going to lie. The stuff that I channel, the stuff that I see, it's like, whoa. It's really, you have to keep an open mind, one, and you have to be very tapped in and very aware to understand this. Okay, so in my channel, it's like you moving to the next level of consciousness, of awareness and truth. So if anything that I say to you, anything that I bring on my channel to help you awaken, if it makes you uncomfortable or triggered, my channel is not meant for you at this time. You're not ready. That means you're not ready to grow. You're not ready to ascend. You're not ready to know the truth. If you are easily triggered in anger and making you so uncomfortable, just leave. That's all. That's all you have to do. No hard feelings. I'm okay with that. But I'm just warning you guys ahead of time. Let me get my notes. I've written everything down. And I feel like I've passed by my notes like 100 times. Hello, Shrina. Hello, everyone. I see you guys. How are you guys' day today? I'm trying to find my notes because I channeled it. I should have got it ready before I hit the live. probably put it all the way back here. I always do that. I put my notes way back here. Okay, found it. Okay, found my notes, you guys. It was a lot. I'm doing great. I didn't speak yesterday. Usually Thursday they allow us to like speak in front of the church. Yesterday they didn't do that, so I didn't have time to do that because they didn't provide that. So I'm gonna do it Saturday or Sunday. I'm going to speak. They usually allow the church members to speak if they want to speak. We write our name and then we can just go up. But yesterday they didn't allow it, so. Um, so hopefully Saturday I will speak. Okay, let's start with this channel message. So as you can tell by the title, I title it The Boston Tea Party. Someone renege on their deal. Okay, there was something that happened behind the scenes during the Boston Tea Party. Like everything about the Boston Tea Party that we know is not true. Like there's a lot of things that happen that's not written down that people do not know. Okay? And I'm going to tell you what I channel. Thank you, Yari. I know it will, so I'm not even tripping. I know it's going to go well. I'm just going to speak the truth and they can take it how they want to take it. But as long as I speak the truth, I'm okay with that. Okay, so the Boston Tea Party, someone reneged on their deal. Okay, so what is the Boston Tea Party? So let's do a little refresher. Let's go down memory lane. I'm going to summarize this, you guys. I'm not going to go in detail, but this is my summarized version of the Boston Tea Party. Okay, the Boston Tea Party involves the American colonies and the British. Okay, the American colonies and the British had a lot of tension, okay? Because why? The British colonized America. Okay, this is the very, very beginning. The British colonized America and they had to deal with each other because the British passed taxes and laws that the American colonies had to follow. They didn't have rights, basically. They didn't have a say so. They had to follow what the British says. So that brought tension, okay? However, during this tension that they had, the British will pass different laws, legislation, I can't even say it. They would pass laws and taxes where the American colonies didn't have a say so. Like if they didn't want the tax, like no, we didn't want that or anything. They didn't have a say so. So it brought a lot of tension, anger. But however, they shared a common interest. They loved something that was very popular, which was tea. They love tea. The British and the American colonies, they loved tea. Tea was very popular back then. It was a very high demand product, okay? So tea. So the British knew that. So what they did is they taxed the American colonies. They increased the tax on the American colonies, and the American colonies was upset. They were mad. Like, wait, what? Especially after they found out that the British gave their own. I guess it was a British Indian company, where they gave them a discount tax, basically, where how they gave them a discount tax but they gave the American colonies an increase. So they got mad, like, wait, you're not being fair. Like, if you're gonna tax us and you're just gonna tax that company very small, like giving them a discount, they don't have to get taxed. No, we don't like that. So they're already mad about that. They got mad. So what they did is the American colony refused the British increase of the tax of the tea. They're like, no, we refuse. We're not going to pay that. So what they did is they basically dodged the tax collector of the tea. They will smuggle tea or brew their own tea. So that's what they did, right? However, there was something that happened. the Boston Massacre. This was all an agenda, but I'm gonna get to the channel message, okay? So right after the American colonies refused the British, with the increase in tax of the tea, they refused them. The American colonies, behind the scenes, was creating a plan where the British came to Boston, right? They came to Boston, and they so like I call them the red coats because they wore red coats. The British wore red coats. No, excuse me. Thank you. Sorry. So the British red coats, and they started to argue with the American colonies that was in Boston, whatever. They were arguing, and the red coats killed the Boston people, some of the Boston people. So that caused an uproar. The American colonies was pissed. People of Boston was pissed. So what happened was the American colony had they held a meeting, right, where they said like, okay, this is what we're going to do. They all met up at the Boston Harbor. When they met up at the Boston Harbor, they all dressed in Native American clothing or whatever, and they went to the Boston Harbor and took over the ports, the boats that carried the tea. And what they did is they threw the tea overboard. 300 tea chests. They threw 300 boxes of tea overboard because they were mad. So that's the story that was written. That's the story. This is not Black history, you guys. This is history that was written. I'm going to tell you guys the truth with my channel message. You just have to wait. Okay? So this was all written. This is a story that we all know about the whole Boston Tea Party. This is the summarized version. If you want to know more about it, do your own research, okay? But I want to tell you guys what I channeled, okay? This is what's crazy. If you go by the title that I written, I said, Boston Tea Party, someone renege on their deal. What deal? What do I mean by that? Well, I'm about to tell you. Okay. I'm going to read what I channel, and I'm going to explain everything, okay? The Boston Massacre. So remember I told you guys about the Boston Massacre. The Redcoats, they killed a lot of Boston people, and that would cause like an uproar, right? To the point where the Boston people, they went and threw 300 teas, boxes of teas, and they threw it over the overboard, right? And that caused like the American Revolution. It caused a whole war, okay? Because of this Boston Massacre. However, what people did not know, a lot of people do not know this was all predicted. Someone saw all this coming. And I'm going to get into this channel. Like, there was a psychic back then. We all know that existed back then. But there was a woman back then that saw all this happen before it even happened. And she, okay, I'm going to get into it. Okay, this is so crazy. When I channeled this, I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Okay, the Boston Massacre was a fluke. That's what I channel right there. The Boston Massacre was a fluke. For them to take over the entire, well, this is what I hate. When I channel, I be writing fast. Okay, Boston Massacre was a fluke. For them to take over the entire main port, they wanted to gain more access to the American people. However, someone saw the British you guys, I'm so sorry. When I channel very fast. Like, I write fast. Give me a second. The Boston Massacre was a fluke. For them to take over the entire main port, they wanted to gain more access to American people. However, someone saw the British coming before they can start their plan. Someone saw their intention. They saw their plans. that was in Boston, that was American colonies, saw all this happening. They saw the British true intention. They saw what the British was about to do. So this person started a plan. That someone saw what their with their own two eyes. So I'm thinking this person's a psychic or a seer. Okay, with their own two eyes, what was coming. The what was coming. I hate this one. This person caused a distraction to lead the people to destroy the port. So remember the part where I said that the people of Boston, the American colony people, they went to the Boston Harbor and they took over a boat and they threw over the tea overboard, right? That was all planned by this woman, okay? She caused that. She planned that, okay? She wanted that to happen. This was all part of the plan because this is something that she saw. Before all this played out, before the British increased the tax on the tea, someone saw all this happening. So what this person did, she devised a plan to stop it from happening, like stopping the British, because the British intention was to take over America. Like they want America, like they wanted full control. That was their intention. So the Boston Massacre was a fluke. The British they did that to like make an excuse that to finally take over everything of America. This woman saw that. So what she did, she created a plan to distract the British attention, like to distract them, because there was something else that the British had. So she created this plan instead. Oh, sorry. She created this plan. The people wanted to. So what happened with this plan is the people of Boston, they saved some tea for themselves and they threw the rest overboard. That part was not written. Okay, the Boston people, they saved some of the tea for themselves and they threw the rest overboard. That's what I channel. The British wanted to end America once for all. Once and for all, they wanted full control. Someone predicted that they were coming to destroy the Americans, okay? To destroy American colonies. They want that to be gone. They didn't like the American colonies was like finding their own way, their own control. They didn't like that. They saw what America was about to be, and they didn't want that. So this woman, she created a plan to end the power at B. They captured one of the British captains. This is not written. This is what happened behind the scene. Whoever this woman is, she created this whole plan to throw the tea overboard, throw all the tea overboard and save some of the tea, right? There was someone that was kidnapped or captured someone captured a British captain. This British captain has something valuable, like an item, something that was a treasure. The British truly treasure. This is something that the British really treasured. This was gold, but this type of gold was only found in a very special place that no one can get. Somehow the British had it. So okay, hopefully I'm not losing you guys here. So I'm going to backtrack so you guys can understand. They captured the Boston people, the American colonies. They captured a British captain that had valuable gold, but this gold was different. Okay, this is a very rare gold that comes from a very special place that the British had. They found that on that boat. The woman who predicted all this knew it was going to be on that boat. This was not written. Okay, she saw that. The British captain is the one that had the gold with him. Okay, so when they captured the British captain, they captured the gold, this special gold. Okay, that's very precious to the British. This gold was only found found in a special place that no one can get. Somehow the British had it. The one that saw this and knew this created the plan to steal it, which was the woman. She saw all this happen. She the one who created this plan to steal it for a reason. Okay, so they did. They stole it. That's how we won the American Revolution. This was not written. There's more to the story. Okay, we won the American Revolution because of this woman. She saw all this happen. She told the Boston people. The Boston people know about this woman. This woman was a native in Boston. They know who she is. They know that she was some type of psychic or something like that. So they trusted her word. They trusted what she saw. So they went along with the plan to capture the British captain that had the gold. They captured the British captain that had the gold, and they stole the gold. There was some type of contract that was had behind the scene because of that. Okay, that's how we won the American Revolution. This is what happened. By this one person, this woman, she was the one with the gift of foresight. She can see. So I'm getting that she's some type of psychic. She saw all this coming. Who was this woman? She is to believe to be a powerful psychic that many go to for answers. People in Boston knew who she was. She was very popular back then in the 1700s. I don't know who she was. This is what I channel, but this is someone that the Boston native went to for answers because she was some type of very powerful high priestess, psychic, someone that can see. So she saw all this happen, and she trusted a few people that was in Boston, and she told them what was about to happen, and they believed her, and they prepared themselves. Once the Boston massacre happened, they knew that she was telling the truth, and they went along with her plan. They went along with her plan to steal the gold. They stole the gold that's very precious to the British. Where was this special gold? The British knew that the Boston people had it, so they wanted it so bad. So they said, "Okay, you guys win the American. You guys won the war. You guys can, whatever. Let's come up with the deal." They came up with the contract. I'm going to explain to you what this contract is. Okay, she created this plan and set up the deal. The deal was no one can. This was the deal that the British can never tax the Americans again. The Americans was never supposed to be taxed again from the Americans. However, there's more to this. The tax was supposed to be abolished forever. There was not supposed to be tax. You know how we're taxed today? There was not supposed to be any type of tax. We were not supposed to be taxed again. It was supposed to be abolished forever. We are not meant to be taxed. This land is your land. This land is my land. To New York Island. I channeled that song as I'm channeling this message. I'm like, what the heck? I'm writing the channel message that I'm getting, the downloads. I heard that song. This land is your land. This land is my land. We was never supposed to be taxed. Because there was literally a deal made, contracted deal made, so that we will not be taxed ever again because of this woman. She devised this whole plan. She stole this gold, but she returned the gold because the contract was made. There was a deal made behind the scenes, you guys. It was not written down in history. Why? I'm going to tell you more, okay? We are not meant to be taxed. This land is your land to the New York Island. You guys know that song. If you don't know, go listen to that song. Basically, what she told the British, what she told the people, she said this land belongs to everybody. We're not meant to be taxed. We're not meant to pay. Property tax was supposed to be no more. There is a contract that the British and Americans have that is stored. This contract is protected, okay, for safekeeping. The woman who saw all this kept it. She has the contract that was written long ago. Long ago, she still has it. She kept it safe because, again, she saw all this happening. She knew that the British was going to renege again on their deal. They didn't basically return They were supposed to destroy the tax, like abolish it forever, but it didn't. But she kept the original. She kept the contract. She stored it somewhere. She hid it. However, there's more. There is a contract that the British and Americans have that is stored for safekeeping. The woman who saw all this kept it safe. She will find it and bring it to the world. So it was a lot. So whoever this woman is, and yes, I believe in reincarnation. Whoever she is, she's going to bring it for. It's going to be found this year, you guys. This contract. I don't know how, but this is the year. This is the year 8. If you guys know what the year 8 is, the year of truth, where things are going to be exposed. This contract is going to be found. This is the year. And people are going to know the real true story of what happened during the Boston Tea Party. How we won the American Revolution, what the original contract was. It's going to be found this year. This woman, I don't know who this woman is, but whoa. And then and this was 251 years ago when this happened. If you add up 2 plus 5 plus 1, what is that? 8. This is the year 8. What did I say about the number 8? The number 8 is about balanced truth. This year, a lot of things has been what? Exposed. This is the year where this contract is going to resurface and the whole world is going to know the truth. This is like, when I challenge this, you guys, mind-blowing. Mind freaking blowing. I'm like, what? Like, I felt hot, and I'm like, what the heck? And then I heard that song. It felt powerful, and it felt like God was laughing. I don't know. It felt like God was laughing this whole time. Like, God was freaking laughing. Like, oh, you think you got away with it? You don't know God's plan. Like, this is the year of truth, you guys. It's crazy. But this was a channel message. This is gonna come out this year. It's gonna come out this year, you guys. Oh, it was a lot. So this was a Boston Tea Party. Someone reneged on their deal. So the British and the American had a deal, a contract. And whoever this woman was, she was very protected back then. She was very respected. The Boston people respected her. She's a native to the Boston people. They knew who she was. She had connection with the American colonies. She had connection with the British as well. She lost me all along. Oh, Mike. Okay, if you guys have questions, I can answer your questions. I'm done with the channel message, so I can explain things if you guys are confused. So if you have a question, go ahead with your question. It was a lot. Will they pay us for our There's more, Mike Jones. This is just the first of history that God is revealing to me that the people need to know the truth of. Yes, we're not meant to be taxed. But it's not just reparation, Mike Jones. You got to think bigger than that. It's not just reparation, because once this truth comes out, people are going to be looking like, okay, what's really going on? We've been deceived this whole time. We've been taught lies, not the full truth. This is just the fraction. Like, I feel like there's more. There's another channel message with the prohibition. I challenge that today. I'm like that's gonna be a tomorrow thing or Monday, because I'm like, this is just like, God, you taking me back to the past. He's taking me back to the past. There's something about our history that a lot of people do not know the truth of. The prohibition has to do with the alcohol. I'm like, what happened back then? Like, what is going on? But I'm going to do that Monday because it's just a lot. We're not meant to have taxes, because this woman, she reminded me of Pocahontas for some reason, like the way that I was channeling this woman, but she did. But she was basically saying that, like, this land is our land. She could have been Native American, to be honest. Like, if you guys really think about it, Nah, because American people didn't respect the Native Americans back then. They didn't like them. So I don't know. If you, who knows? Who knows? Maybe it was Pocahontas. I don't know, but because she sounded like she was a Native American. The way that she respect land, and she was like, "We're not meant to be taxed. Why are you taxing the people? Why are you taxing us? That's not the way to be." Like she was basically trying to open people's eyes. Like we're not meant to be taxed. And then when she devised this whole plan, and they stole that gold, and they worked out a deal to return the gold back to the British because that's something that the British valued. There's something about this gold was very rare back then that the British valued so much that they stopped everything that they were trying to do against the American colonies, and that's how we won the American Revolution. This whole time, that's the real reason why we won. There was something happening behind the scenes, a deal. Yes, I know. I can't wait to. Like, oh, this is crazy. But so if you guys have any other questions before I jump off, the prohibitions is not going to be till like Monday because I have a deep dive I'm working on this weekend. It's probably going to take me about a week to get like to finish it, but there's a deep dive I have to get to. This is a vision I had 3 years ago, and I gained more information about this vision. And I shared a little bit about it on my TikTok. So I have to do a deep dive on it and finally tell you guys the truth, okay? So that's what I'm going to be working on this weekend. But the prohibition one, I'm not giving that to you guys till Monday. It's just a lot. Like when I chose this, I was like, I took a pause because I'm like, what is this? This is like, I said, God, this is like above my pay grade. Like, what's going on? Like, this is like deep. This is history. This is like going way in the past. This is 251 years ago. What happened 251 years ago is going to resurface in this time, this year. Something that happened 251 years ago. Think about that, you guys. Yeah, Yari, it did to me too. And I'm sorry, you guys. When I was channeling, I write. Like when I channel, and I get the downloads, I just write very fast, and it gets a little sloppy. So when I was trying to read back my channel message, I'm like, "What the heck?" But hopefully, you guys understand the drill. I'm gonna leave it there, you guys. Thank you so much for joining the live. Thank you for the comments, you guys. If you guys have any more questions before I jump off, you may ask now. But yeah, that was crazy. Watch the replay button or whatever. Watch the replay if you haven't, and go from there. But this deep dive, you guys, that I'm about to do, yeah, no, it's just not. Thank you, Yari. Thank you, you guys. Bye. Thank you, Adam.